Be happy is the only thing that matters. If you're going through mental illness, if you're going through depression, if you're going through anxiety, just think about your parents, think about yourself, and think about how you will go out of it. Killing yourself or suicide is not the option.
I have a dream, that's all I need. Know what I want, so I'll take it on.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video I want to talk about a sensitive topic actually. If I'm being honest with you, till this date mental health, mental issues are very not well known actually. Even this modern globalization, access to internet, is very hard to detect if a person is being in depression or going through depression, is having mental issues, etc. Right? Like, I want to also tell you a short story about myself because, as you know, the best example is myself. When I was around, let's start from beginning. I didn't grow up in one household actually. My parents never owned a home. They used to rent rooms, like rent a flat. And if we stay in a flat, we will stay in a flat for a year or 2 years, 3 years, right? And I never ever got a place that I legit could call home. I didn't understand the meaning of home when I started living there, right? When we lived in flats. When I look back as a little kid, I used to get beaten up very much, even by my parents, by my friends. Basically, got bullied a lot, like a lot, till 8th class. Even in 8th class, after I got 11, I stopped getting bullied. I got bullied a lot. Yeah. Whenever I used to think that it would, you know, die down or I will not get bullied from now, I would get. I'm telling you this because I'm not showing you how much trauma I went through, but I'm just giving you an example, a framework per se, to see if you're also facing these problems. Like my mom used to go work, to earn money, and my father used to go to earn money. Like my father used to work 9 to 10, 9 10. He used to go morning 9 and he used to come at 10 o'clock at night. He used to work so hard. I now appreciate him, but back then I wanted my father. I wanted him to be beside me. Like whenever I used to watch TV, there used to be a channel called Disney Channel, right? Anna Montana or different TV series were prominent at them. Friends. You used to watch these characters and see that their parents are with them always. They don't go to work. They are living the best life as they could. I also wanted that, but I never had that. I think it's one of my traumas or one of my dark past that I don't talk about a lot. But today in this video, I want to talk about my dark past. I want to talk about the dark past. I want you to talk about your dark past. Open yourself. You should open yourself. Like continuing the story, up until I was around 8th class, after I completed my 8th class examination, at that point there was a place that I could call home. My father built a house in Balkumari. He built a house. It was not that big. It was 2 stories and had around 4 rooms, living 4 bedrooms, like 2 for us, 2 for rent, and one kitchen above, down one kitchen, and 2 toilets. And he used to have that. We lived there for 5 years. In 5 years, I understand what home was basically. But in that 5 years, I went through depression and anxiety. Completed my eighth. Moved from I moved from a place where I basically grew up. In Balaju, I grew up and moved to Balkumari. Had no friends, had no one to talk to. My mom used to go work, my father used to go work. I was alone in home. Like being alone is basically every child's dream, right? But when you're going through this phase, you don't want to be alone. You want to be with somebody. Like I wanted to adopt a dog, but my parents didn't want it because my mom was allergic to dogs, and I can't care for one at the time. Like, even when I came to Balkamari, I was sad. At that point, I tried to kill myself many times. I don't tell this to anyone, but I did. I have to admit it. I tried to strangle myself, I tried to poison myself, I tried to overdose in medicines, but it never happened. Thank God it never happened. Like whenever I took a lot of medicine so I could, pass out or have anything, but it never happened. This vomit, I vomited and every medicine used to go out. I tried to poison myself, right? Tried poison, I vomited, right? But I learned one thing now, that if something had happened to me at that point, I wouldn't be able to be in front of you. I won't be able to, spread my story. I saw a quote, not a quote, it's like a phrase, like your grandparents, their grandparents fought wars, went through depression, went through every bad thing mankind has to offer. They went to world war, they went to wars, they had diseases that were not curable at the time, there were not medical institutions at the time, but they survived. That's why you're here, right? I learned one thing from that quote, is that you should be able to make your ancestors happy. Like if you can't live right now, how were your ancestors living? How can you make your ancestors proud if you can't live right now, right? If you end your life, you end your bloodline. It's not easy. I also love one quote, that if you had a heartbreak, there the girl you break up with has around million options despite you, right? But your mom, your parents don't have any option. You're only their option, right? It's a beautiful world. You should live. You should be happy. It's easy for me to sit here and say to you that you should be happy. It's an easy word. It's not, right. Just try. I know trying can make things better. I tried myself. I tried. I tried and tried. Went from a kid who can't even was so shy that he can't even talk to anyone, to a kid who can make YouTube videos and publish to YouTube, which is global scale. Just want to remind you guys that it's not end of the world. It's not Depression is not the end of the world. You can't if you have think about suicide, if you think about it, think about your parents. Think about how they will go through it, how they will feel. It's easy for you to kill yourself, but it's hard for your parents to accept the theory that you are dead, reality that you are dead, right? In this video, I just want you guys to live happy, be happy. By saying this much, I want to stop my video today. Be happy, guys. Please, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.